Kevin Costner is one of the greatest stars in Hollywood. He has received a great deal of praise for his performances in a number of notable movies. But there's this crazy rumor about the Yellowstone star that has been a thorn to his flesh and has made several headlines on social media. It has been rumored that Kevin Costner had an affair with this baseball celebrity's wife. Is this true? Is there evidence backing up this rumor? All of this you will find out from this video, so I urge you to watch until the end because we have dug deep to discover the truth about the crazy rumor about Kevin Costner and this celebrity's wife. Kevin Costner and his career successes. Costner has established himself as one of the most gifted performers of his age throughout the course of a lengthy and tremendously successful acting career. Of course, every actor has professional failures, such as the time Costner appeared in a movie that almost destroyed his career, or the time that Kevin's part in an enduring great movie was cut. Fortunately, Costner has appeared in a number of timeless movies, including Field of Dreams, Bull Durham, and The Untouchables. He also presently appears on the program Yellowstone. Fans would believe that with everything that Kevin Costner has done over his career, people would just discuss the renowned actor's work on screen. It's not very shocking that there have been some headlines regarding Costner's personal life, however, given how much people like reading about celebrity turmoil. The rumors that Kevin Costner had an affair with Cal Ripken Jr.'s wife. The name Cal Ripken Jr. may not signify much to those who are not baseball fans, but nonetheless, Cal Ripken Jr. is a renowned athlete who rightfully merits the title of baseball's Iron Man, according to everyone who follows sports.
The Iron Man of baseball, Cal Ripken.
Shortstop Cal Ripken Jr., who was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2007, owns multiple records, including the most double plays, home runs by a shortstop, and all-star game appearances. In addition to all of this, Ripken Jr. holds the record for the longest streak of consecutive games played in baseball history, with 2,632 games played. But a wild legend has it that Kevin Costner nearly brought Ripken Jr.'s streak to an early end. A game that Cal Ripken Jr. was scheduled to participate in was called off after it was revealed that an electrical breakdown had rendered it impossible to play, a year before his famed streak ended in 1998. Nevertheless, other reports said that the outage was fabricated because Ripken Jr. was unable to perform. And if the rumor is already bizarre enough, things, well, they just get weirder from there. Ripken Jr. allegedly was prevented from participating because he had discovered that Kevin Costner was having an affair with his wife. According to the rumor, Ripken was unable to participate in the game because he was either too upset or too injured after his altercation with Costner. Considering how ridiculous the allegation about Cal Ripken Jr. and Kevin Costner is, there ought to be some solid proof to support it. Yet, in actuality, the story seems to be based on the friendship between Ripken Jr. and Costner, the Orioles' fortunate power outage, and the knowledge that Costner was known for cheating and had several baby mamas. After all, Ripken Jr. was at the stadium the night of the power outage and was even seen on camera warming up before the game was called, according to a story from the Baltimore Sun. The game was also moved to the next day. Also, Costner was filming The Postman, one of his most hated films, far from Baltimore on the night that he was allegedly discovered having an affair there. Yet other reports of this incident claim that Costner stayed at the Ripkens' house after filming. Is what they say about Kevin Costner and Cal Ripken Jr.'s wife true? The myth has survived for more than 25 years, despite denials from both Cal Ripken and Kevin Costner, as well as from video evidence that refutes it. Nonetheless, there are enough individuals who still think it's true that it's brought up in postings a few times a year and repeated in comment sections all over the internet. Even a 6-episode podcast from 2 years ago was dedicated to the story that was started by an off-duty police officer, who was informed that it was genuine. The Ripken-Costner myth ultimately became the focus of that show, and it's understandable why. Despite several attempts to deny it, there will always be a person who knows a guy who can confirm its veracity. A small power outage at the stadium occurred in 1997 during Cal Ripken's record-breaking run of consecutive games played. The one baseball record that is probably never going to be broken, and it led to the game being postponed because a few bulbs in one bank of lights couldn't be lighted. That is accurate. There is no debate over that. Nevertheless, there is a theory that the power outage was really a pretext to postpone the game, protecting Ripken's record of 2,431 straight wins. So why would it malfunction? Well, according to rumors, Ripken, who is considered baseball's Iron Man and had never been involved in any incident, was unable to participate because he got into a confrontation with Kevin Costner the day after discovering him having an affair with his wife. Cal Ripken Jr. and Kevin Costner commented on the absurd rumor. The rumor regarding Kevin Costner, Cal Ripken Jr., and his wife is false, despite all the overwhelming evidence to the contrary, and it is still spoken about in certain circles today. Costner and Ripken Jr. both felt compelled to refute the allegation as a consequence. Again, Costner, who previously phoned into a radio program to fiercely refute it, asserts that the story is untrue. At first, I believed what you people were saying to be real, and if it were, I would have chopped off your heads. I'd love to hear from someone if there is any truth to the allegations. No one will because they lack the necessary narrative. A story like this would be very lucrative, but it is just untrue. Ripken has also vehemently disputed it. The facts of the one are simple to verify. I clearly remember it. As Randy Johnson was pitching for the Seattle Mariners, the bank of lights went out, and we were making plans on how to handle it. Was there enough daylight to witness a man tossing a ball over 100 miles per hour? Our dugout was slightly above the bank, and I really walked outside to put it to the test for the umpire. I was talking to the umpires at the time. I was undoubtedly there and prepared to participate. Indeed, I was there, and when I was out on the field, I'm sure I was on camera a few times. Now, the denial has a ton of information. Nevertheless, it's okay, he was there. But was he genuinely able to play? After all, Costner and Ripken became friends after meeting at the premiere of Dances with Wolves, and the rumors that Costner traveled extensively between his two marriages. No one is aware of the cause of the power loss or why it just impacted one bank of lights. While there was video proof of Ripken's attendance, at least one fan in the stadium that night claims that he wasn't there. Costner apparently went to Ripken's home to play pickup games. Kevin's wife currently. In the early 2000s, Kevin and Christine had a relationship that was on and off for a while. Up until their breakup in 2002, he was happily dating the model and handbag designer, according to sources. "I'm going to wait for you, but not for long," she remarked. Years later, he said to Parade, "Come back to me when you come to your senses." I did too. Maybe it's the capacity to apologize. On September 25, 2004, they got back together and wed in a quiet ceremony on his sizable property outside of Aspen, Colorado. With the arrival of 3 gorgeous children, the couple spoke out about the difficulties of raising 2 sets of children who are 26 years apart. There's always a little amount of, "Do you care about us now as much as you do them when my kids play with each other?" So you have to discuss how huge love is because it's simply a natural thing that occurs, he stated in 2015. The capacity to love someone else does not imply a lesser capacity to love yourself. As many individuals are required to be in that circle, love appears to be able to hold on to them. Kate and Costner, the couple's first child, was born in May of 2007. Hayes and Grace Costner, his younger siblings, have also made appearances with him and his parents at different occasions. Although Grace, Kevin's youngest child, was born in June 2010, little Hayes was born in February 2009. Kevin has had Christine on his side during his accomplishments at Yellowstone. During the 2022 SAG Awards, where Kevin and his co-stars were up for the Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series, they walked the red carpet together. Together, they attended the 2022 Academy Awards. The pair posed for pictures on the red carpet. On Instagram, Kevin shared a picture of Christine and him attending the Oscars. "How lovely is my date," the actor remarked on Twitter. "Thank you to the Academy for hosting us tonight." There may be more to this crazy rumor, but let's cap it up here. Meanwhile, don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment box. We will return with another video soon, and we'll see you in the next one.